Visitors, the semi-final time in the mix. Sun shining, contributing 3 mil, but we're on the green and we're ready to go. From the Gold Coast-Tweed media team and Bowls Queensland, experienced Gold Coast and the Queensland government. Nick Fisher's Pure Real Estate is the major sponsor of Bowls Queensland State mixed pairs and triples. We obviously like to thank him for support. I'd also like to thank the host club, Mussy Hill, their facilities throughout, and all other venues that are being used. I haven't been round to all of them myself so far. I've been at Mussy Hill 7 days out of 8, but we'll get on with a little bit more shortly. As you can see, they're limbering up, having their trial ends, and we have on our screen the Pure Real Estate ad from Nick Fisher, who's been a sponsor of the state titles for some years now, and he gives away a set of bowls, 650. It's not very hard to enter. It's free. That's what grabs everybody. All you have to do is fill out a little form. There's a box of them at each venue, and you fill out a little form. Apparently one per person. We'll check all those out, but we'll have a fantastic draw for a free set of bowls, 650. When the triples final's on, which will be on Friday. We come to the Bowls Queensland sponsors: Mullins Law, the Queensland Government, BCIB Insurance Brokers, ACID Sport, J. Carroll, Club Promotions, and Bioscapes Group. All fantastic sponsors of Bowls Queensland. Me today, Adam Taylor. I've got to fix up my things. I'm just finding out all about him. Paradise Point, made at Chucky Vogler's. I don't know whether that's a good plus or a minus.
Oh, it's definitely a good thing, Jim.
Good thing. And renowned golf caddy, travels the world. We're going to test his bowls knowledge today, not his golf knowledge. Over to you.
Yeah, well, I think this is going to be a cracking match. I mean, both semi-finals are going to be terrific. It's both full of class players. So I was lucky enough to be at Paradise Point yesterday for the quarterfinals and saw both Kane and Bolivia have a very good win, and Emma and Dale came back from being behind halfway through the match, and again another tight win. Both quarterfinals down there were 16-14, and I'm pretty sure these are both going to be close this morning.
Yes, well, we were getting reports, and the most difference there was 2 shots in our reports, and that's how it ended up. One of them was reversed. I think that was Bolivia and Kane's result.
Yeah, both had to play, both Dale and Kane had to play big bowls in their last end to ensure their victories.
Very similar here. We had Scotty De Jong, as per usual, played bowls about 4 times his height. He played monster bowls. He had to hit ahead 5 down, a couple of ends from home, which he managed to do, and drew second shot on the last end to win by 2. Fantastic finish. On the other side of things, it was a little bit more one-sided with Lauren and Dale kicking away early, 10-0 in their game. But that soon came back to a lot more interesting at 10-6 and 2 or 3 down. So,
yep.
Great bowls all the way around. Well, they had to be. They've been playing for 2 days, 6 games. They've got to get through 6 games unscathed.
And I think nearly all of them have come out of the sides as well, so they've put a lot of bowls down the last week.
Yes. I know myself. a lot of people didn't play in the district sides of some years, so they could practice up, save themselves up for the championships. But when they came straight out of the play, someone that had played for 4 days in the district sides, they found themselves 10 behind at halfway because the others were in the swim. They were ready to go.
Ready to go, that's right.
Their arm was swinging, their foot was stepping in the right place, and the people that hadn't played a bowl for 4 days were behind the 8 ball by not playing in the sides 4 days.
Yes, I agree. It was much more advantageous to have been on the green in the 4 days prior.
Well, I guess in the golf, where 4 days prior, you're hitting a few balls around before you go and play in the US Open, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely. You're both playing and working out strategy, and I just see we're underway here.
Yep. A little bit across and make sure you're up early on. The green's just been rolled, obviously, but I didn't realise there was going to be any rain today. We're not having any rain from now on, but we did have showers around daylight, and 3 mil. That's some sort of a start.
Yeah, great bowl from Bolivia.
You know, I'll be swinging her way a little bit, seeing as she came from my area as a junior.
Understand, Jim.
Her and Cassandra.
Emma's got some pretty good weight there already, but just needs a bit more width.
Well, we'll see if B can just get a little bit behind that one. She's not far away again. Mightn't be all that pleased where that one finished, but you roll a second bowl and you finish a bit over a foot away, you can't really get accused of playing a bad bowl, can you?
No, you can't. We might see a bit of jack movement today. Both Dale and Kane don't leave bowls next to the jack too often.
Jack movement, I like that. Do you put that in my repertoire, jack movement? Because we used to actually do a bit of a count early days of Premier League, how many times the jack stayed in the same place, playing night games with the green being a bit holding. It was more than half at the start of the season and 3/4 by the end of the season.
Yes.
Skippers got draw to the ditch, draw to the ditch, draw to the ditch. They didn't have to play many other shots.
No. It's pretty good weight early on there from Kane.
Well, we've got a few people awake and up. We've got one of our screens not going, Robbie. We got a few people out of bed at 8 o'clock. It's just about got that jack movement you were talking about.
Yep, Dale straight through, pushed them straight back to Emma's bowls. Very good. They're holding at least 2.
Mark that on the sheet as 1 out of 1 for jack movement.
We might need a statistician for this one.
Oh, come on. You're not going to make me work. I haven't really had that job for about 40 years.
Well, each player's put 2 bowls down now, and they've all been of a pretty high standard.
Michael Judd on 1. He's saying it'll be a cracking game. As will the game across the road that we haven't talked about yet. We got Jane Bush and Scotty De Jong. Fitzpatrick. I have to concentrate on that one instead of just calling him Scotty. Playing the other side of the family, and Lauren Schultz, or Carpenter, or ex-knee Carpenter, and Dean McWhinney. Are we going to see a McWhinney-Shillington final? That's going to be a bit of a worry.
Could be, that would be something. But they've got some work to do to get there first.
Over on the other screen we have Paul Whiteman in, Joshua Beattie, Carla Pizzi.
Emma's got a very good bowl here. She's just going to trail the jack back to her own, and looks like they might be holding 3, perhaps 4.
And a very ugly looking head now.
That is looking tough now.
Anne Simpson, Warren Downey from Burnett Bowls Club and Bundy is watching, and he always puts Bundy rum on there, just for this obvious reason.
Bolivia playing not too much
She's
weight.
got to get her own a bit
It's around it.
in the area.
In the area, probably third shot. So
Yes, be third shot.
Dale and Emma holding 2 at this moment.
We've got quite a few people out of bed. Alan Vidler's at Mermaid Beach trying to sell some bowls. Peter Tappenden from Gladstone. Narelle Anderson, Ross Weir, and Carl Flegler. Come on, B and Kane, he says.
Yeah, we've seen a bit of Carl and Brad down at Paradise Point the last few weeks, playing in our Thursday night platinum pairs.
Okay. We're round the back, he said. Not much good me going any closer to the head and making a target.
Yeah, that's good thinking from Dale. He's in a very good spot now.
Almost the perfect spot by the look of the angle of that jack. Adam Taylor, is that you? Legend. You better answer that one.
Yes, it is, Blake. Hello from Perth. You're up early. Look forward to seeing you in a few weeks at the Matador.
Needs a little more tickle. 2 down and can't really get rid of his own yellow bowl.
There is an option here for Dale to be aggressive, although Kane does have 1 more to come.
Blake says 6 o'clock. Oh, is he quite up?
He's probably trying to get one in the way there, but it was a little tight. Have a fun day at work, Blake, and yeah, as I said, we'll look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.
Kathleen Rowland says, looking forward to today's game. I don't think anybody is not looking forward to today's game, Kathleen. Is he on the pack?
He'll be coming in a bit shy.
And it'll be 2.
Yep. 2 shots and a very high quality first end from all players.
Over on the far side, I don't know what the scoring was, but Dean's got the mat. Actually, predicted rain tomorrow is our worry, Robbie.
Yes.
It doesn't look like a lot of rain, but it looks like miserable drizzle. Just enough to give everybody a wash. And we will have a lot of players on the green tomorrow in our first day of the triples. Some of them might need to bring a cake of soap with them.
Yeah. Well, any ex-Victorians will probably have an advantage tomorrow in the drizzle.
Mark DiFrancesi. Haven't seen Mark for a while. I don't know whether you were down here on district sides or not. I don't think. Didn't catch up. And it's not a surprise that Frank Millerick will be cheering for Bolivia.
Another great opener from Bolivia, right on the jack.
Bolivia is on the jack, Frank, as you can see.
And a very good reply from Emma.
You don't expect not to get a good reply and good bowls. She had to draw a shot, but she couldn't afford to be short, so she's just bowled that couple of feet behind, 2.5, 3 feet, whatever that is, measurement on the screen. And B's just a fraction short, making 2. I haven't actually played on the greens at Paradise Point, but when we ran the state titles and it rained and we did 10 rounds of singles in a day, Billy Cornell's rang me the other day and saying, was I coming there on the fours team because I better or he'll haunt me. So I'm hoping that, I will be seeing Billy on Saturday on the men's fours at Paradise Point.
Yeah, he's doing a great job there, Billy, as with the rest of the staff. The club's going really well, and as are all the clubs here on the Gold Coast. It really has become the world capital of bowls.
Yes, there's no real argument from anybody in that situation. A couple of learners that they have here, great shot here.
Yep, very good bowl from Dale.
We're going to guess Robbie's going to swing and tell us which one shot. Yellow? Yeah, I know, but is it yellow? I'm asking your expert opinion. By an inch?
Yep.
Okay. I'll believe you. Only because you've been right 346 out of 350. My fill-in commentating has been going here with a couple of years, I guess, as an honorary member of the Gold Coast-Tweed commentary team. But let's probably get a shot once every 3 months for a little bit.
Okay, we're playing the draw weight again.
Just around to those bowls. Andrew Nuttall. That wouldn't be Jackie on the bank watching her voice, would it? Ho, ho, ho. She can't run away, Andrew, because she thinks she's got broken bones in her foot where she tripped over walking the dog. Great shot. 3 shots, 2.5. Dale says 3. But she's got a look on the hand she's been playing. Really?
Emma, she likes it.
And so
looks very good to there.
So she should.
Just running through a couple of feet.
Gave it that little chance to sit on those yellow bowls. Thank you, Alan.
We've got Mary from Scotland has joined us.
She's probably our most avid watcher. Probably watches more games than people in Australia. She's always on. And Alan Vidler's comment was, I don't think you've ever got one right yet. Now, that is just harsh. Brutal, nearly brutal, that one.
I was fortunate enough to be in Scotland last year for a golf tournament at St Andrews and stayed just across the road from the St Andrews Bowls Club.
Okay. Did you go for a roller?
No, I didn't. It was a little... The weather was a little ordinary when I was there.
It's a little Scottish.
Yes.
Well, we're up. We're at the pack. Ooh, wouldn't say that was a good result. Possibly still 3. Maybe 2. I'm going to say 2.
Looks like 2 Bolivia's bowls there. Kane trying to draw another. And he may have.
Yes, that counts. Well, he hasn't got much choice. We're not drawing. And we must contact. I guess the middle bowl will be the best. Forehand or backhand?
It looks like he's going forehand.
Looks like he's only going to go part weight.
Oh, false start.
Now
he's changed his mind mid backswing.
Yes, I think he had to be a bit more weight. He must have heard me.
He's taken
minimum result.
Yeah. This gives an opportunity for Kane to draw a
4th one.
Probably a 4th, yes.
Well, I guess it's the same with Robbie and the team where I get here at 7 o'clock and get out about 6 o'clock, and they're working before that and after that. We eventually get tired. I've had one day off out Mother's Day. It's the only one off I've had since Wednesday last week. And here he comes for...
Oh, he's just a bit shy, I think.
I'll give it 4. Do you see Bolivia's hand then? I'm not sure whether that was 3 or 4.
Well, Robbie thinks it was only 2, but I do think
we were looking at.
3.
We'll look at the scoreboard. I'm thinking 4.
Bolivia and Kane playing fairly long when they have the mat. They played most of their ends when they had control yesterday very long, nearly tee to tee.
Well, just that little bit. Three on the scoreboard. It's halfway between 2 and 4. We have a few more on here. Barbara Green saying g'day. And Wally Schmidt, affectionately known as Sicko. Mary Ingham says she's 8 miles from St Andrews.
Marvellous part of the world. Golfing heaven over there. Bolivia coming through again, just a little short.
She's managed to put one in each eye.
Yeah, they're both right in a way, so Emma's got to choose a hand.
She's done pretty well. It's there, it's whether how much it promotes that one.
Yeah. Pretty good bowl there.
Not a bad result.
Very good.
And by that angle it says it's shot.
Luke Turner's got in touch. He won his section on Monday at Paradise Point and won his first game yesterday, but then was knocked out. But he agrees with us. There should be 2 cracking finals. Good bowl from Kane Nelson. That's the shot.
Well, as part of the match committee, I'm going to apply for a new biro, if it be McWhinney-Shillington versus De Jong Fitzpatrick. I can't get those words on one card.
I can't help you there. I've got
Coming for the jack here.
doctor's writing.
Doctor's writing.
I'm far from a doctor, but I do have their writing. Another great bowl from Kane.
Nothing to lose here. He only has to contact the pink, or pink, we'd not call that pink.
Yeah.
Had to contact a little harder than that.
Yeah, just lacking a foot of weight.
Sound is stopping and starting. That's when we don't say anything, I guess.
Hugo Freelander has asked a very good question. How are the greens running and do the hedges protect from the wind? Well, Hugo, we don't really need the hedges to do that at this stage. It's blowing about 2 k's an hour from the east. But the greens are wet and they'll be drying out all day.
Alan Vidler's telling me that colour is Swanee. How I love you. Great shot. Got it out of there.
Yeah, there's another movement, probably.
Yeah. Yes, Windy Hill. Windy Hill, it's known as this area, this bowls club. And yesterday we played with very little breeze, and there's basically none compared to any other time at Mussey Hill. But hedges don't make any difference when it's blowing 40 knots here. You'd need a very thick hedge to be able to stop the breeze that happens here sometimes. And yes, the greens are heavy. They can't get the water out of them from the last couple of weeks. Helen Wood Bradley said she is not having any problem with the sound.
So used to Brian.
Okay, that might be an answer. They're used to Brian constantly talking is Robbie's answer to that one. We won't let Brian hear that.
It's good though because people know that we're there. So.
Well, there's a fair bit of watching the bowls come down yourself. That's what you're doing. You don't have to talk every bowl. We try to say something if there's something happening.
See, Molly Nagel is watching from New Plymouth, New Zealand, and she's freezing cold under the shade of Mount Taranaki.
Somebody said it was -6 the other day on yesterday's streaming on the South Island somewhere. -6 is fairly cool.
That is cool.
We've left that one a bit shy.
Dale being a little bit more direct, maybe under this red of Emma's.
Right in the middle of it. Thank you for that, Alan. Very nice comment, as per usual.
Okay.
You're not seeing it. Oh, well, he says the only problem with the sound is we can hear you, Jimmy.
Seeing it, do you want me to ban it?
No, he's telling a bit of the truth.
Another false start. It's a little open draw here for Dale to try and draw the shot.
There's nothing in his eye this time, and he wasn't far away last time.
He is concerned that it may be wide, but she's coming in now.
Just had to arrive, which it didn't. Needed another foot on that.
1-2 Bolivia and Kane, by the looks of that. 4-2 after 3.
Well, I guess the media team, the same as me, only got one day off, was Mother's Day. And Mother's Day I went with a few mates to, went to actually Paradise Point to start with, to have a bit of a look at it, and seeing Mother's Day, you couldn't get a park, you couldn't get your head in the door. There was no thought of getting anything to eat because the whole place had almost standing room only. There was 10 on a table everywhere. So
yes, I think we had record numbers there for Mother's Day this year.
One of them invented we should go to Southport in the Chinatown. So we did.
Okay.
And one of them ordered coral trout out of the swimming round in the tank.
I went to school with a girl called Coral Trout.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was she fishy?
No. No, she's a lovely girl.
Anyway, he ordered that and the cook came out and said, "Are you certain you want coral trout out of the fish tank?" He said, "Yes, that's what I came for. I heard it's really good." He said, "It's $168. That's when I fell off the seat.
Crikey.
He said, "Yeah, that'll be fine." And I wasn't game to get back on the seat in case we split the bill.
That's an expensive fish.
It was apparently sensational, but had to catch it and cook it and deliver it.
I find it hard to pick the fish that are in the tank because they never look happy.
We just need to scroll back a little bit.
So we've got Dean McWhinney is in front 3-1 over Scott DeJong Fitzpatrick after 3. Long way to go today. 21 ends, no time limit. Full on traditional pairs bowls. Kane coming in on the backhand this time, looking to perhaps use Emma's bowl.
No, he just drew it, I think.
Yeah, very good bowl. That'll be shot.
Falls down. I don't know who's bet on this this event, but I'm sure Schiller will be here this afternoon.
Yeah.
Especially if he has 2 starters. $680. No, it was 168, Evelyn. That was for one. One fish, and you think he was unhappy in there. He was more unhappy. He's more unhappy when they cooked him.
Yeah. So. Okay, Dale will stay on the backhand draw.
Into the pack, get a result. A little bit. Oh, we need a little bit of that.
Oh, he got everything he could.
He did.
Made shot.
Good shot. Perfect weight, really, just to make sure that he arrived on that pack. Talking like about seafood, we've played some beautiful music inside. I've done a lot of hiding out of the rain inside the clubhouse here, and the music is sort of my music that they play, like not the latest stuff, 20 years old or so.
Yeah.
And they had reminded me that they had Elvis Presley singing the Mud Crab song the other day. That was, I'm caught in a trap and I can't walk out.
Oh, I haven't heard that one.
This one's almost on it. Almost on it. Now there's a head of bowls. Take a picture.
Yeah.
I think it's
Dale holding one.
I think the kiddie's going backwards, Robbie. I'd anticipate scrolling back. The older camera's ready.
Here comes Emma. She's got to get round Bolivia's front bowl, but she's just caught it on the
She's
way
just
through.
put another one into the. Oh no, it's out of the road. If it would have fallen the other way.
So Kane's called Bolivia to play a shot with weight, trying to remove Dale's bowl.
Jack through to the ditch somehow. And there's plenty of assistance. Ooh, she's...
It's a little tight.
Catch the edge of that one could... Nope. Would have cut that sideways, something would have happened. Dino's just drawn a toucher on the next rink. We can catch a little bit of that through the window.
Emma playing cracking bowl there. They've got 4 very good bowls there in the head now.
They can't have all been knocked up, eh? Get them all that close.
No. But you can't get knocked up if you're not short, they say. Just by sheer weight of numbers here, you'd have to favour Dale and Emma to hold this end unless there's some movement here from Kane.
Well, you're talking Jack movement. You don't have to... Anything you touch on that right-hand side of the head, the Jack's going to move somewhere. And you wouldn't have to even contact it with much weight. Yes, he's on the short one, I'm afraid, for him.
Okay, decision time.
Well, you just run to the back, don't you? You can't get in there anywhere, can?
No, it's looking pretty good for him. They do look like they're one up if it goes straight back.
Round to the... hide it behind the rink number there. Oh, here we go.
It's going to hit the Jack, I think. Very good bowl from Dale. Holding 2 at least.
1, 2, and said, find your way in through there. Don't be narrow and hit another one into the head, which would be an easy thing to do.
So he's going to try and play forehand onto his own bowl and knock that through.
You're thinking the front bowl beats the yellow bowl, Robbie?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll bow to that. We'll say it's 3.
Might be tight
He's
onto the
narrow
others.
onto the opposition bowls. Can he run up off it? He does run up off it to get third shot.
Dale has 1 to go.
Can't really go wrong arriving on his forehand.
No.
Nan Smith watching from Finley.
Finley down in southern New South Wales on the way to Deniliquin.
There you go.
Beautiful Riverina.
I've been to Deniliquin, but I need a bit of straightening up on where Finley was. Well, he might be playing a little quiet here. be enough to take 2.
2 shots. All square after 4. Interesting to see how the length that Emma and Dale play here. They're going a little shorter than Bolivia and Kane by looks.
Matt on the tee and the jack. Strong 3/4. Couldn't Brian get out of bed this morning? No, he tied him up. Getting his beauty sleep. You imagine how long that would be. Snow White didn't sleep for very long compared to Brian getting his beauty sleep.
A little wide there from Bolivia, but weight excellent.
Bettina Weir's commenting that's a pretty handy game of bowls. Darren Jackson says, morning guys. Roy Campbell says, morning all. So we are getting people waking up, realising what sort of a day we have here and what sort of a game of bowls we have here.
Dean has picked up another 2 on the adjacent rink to lead 5-1.
Very handy. Very handy bowl. 18 inches behind maybe 2 foot. What is the green running? We'd be guessing. It's not very fast as yet. The shower of rain we had this morning, on top of being saturated for the last 3 months, I would think it might be running 13. We'll be gradually picking up during the day because it's such a very nice sunny day here at the Gold Coast. I don't know what the temperature is. There's normally a temperature gauge in front of me here, and it always lies. It had about 40 degrees one day.
Showing 24.5 at the moment.
Okay.
63% relative humidity.
But the weather is fine. The wind is gradually picking up. It's enough to wriggle the flags now, where they weren't moving but 20 minutes ago. But we wouldn't call it wind as per what wind is called at Muzzy Hill. No clouds on the weather map these days. They all happened about 6 o'clock this morning. Got a few more people on board. They're getting out of bed. Joyce, Port Macquarie. David Smart from Fife. Keegan Booth says greens look fantastic. They are. And great to see young Bolivia on the big screen. Already some great bowls from Michelle Squibger.
Emma coming down on a forehand, just a little tight, but in the head.
We have Craig Dodds. We have a great question here from Patricia Steen. Thank you for the live streaming. Can you tell me, is Dale and Dean related? Yes, they're half-brothers with Mum Jackie McWhinney.
Great bowl there from Bolivia. Excellent weight.
Possibly 2. We're arriving and we're going through the gate.
Yep.
He was looking at those two bowls a metre or so short. Lance Tasker from Wanganui. We're all over the place now.
More great weight from Bolivia.
Falls down. Need the Master of Ceremonies to tell us which one's second shot. I guess it's on the run in.
Jake from Sunny Amber's watching. What a beautiful part of the world. Great prawns down there.
Hard to tell on that angle. It could be 3 shots. This one only has to touch. No, just draw a toucher.
Yeah, great bowl from Dale. Under his own and a resting toucher.
Just like shell and peas. I saw it in a book once.
Yeah.
It's a bit unlike golf, where you drive for show and you draw for dough in this game. It's the other way around from golf. You understand that part of the conversion from being a caddy to...
That's right, and that's really why a lot of golfers do pick up the game of bowls quite quickly, because it's about weight control. Putting is very similar in the back of the mind to the delivery of a lawn bowl.
Nearly got under that, didn't he? Just knocks it in for
Knocks
2.
another one
No,
in.
knocks it in for 1. It's only 1 down. Well, I guess he's drawing again, but he doesn't want to give it a little pat on the behind and spit it back a foot and be 2 down.
That's right. Bolivia's bowls are in a very good position, so he's got to be a little careful.
He doesn't want any jack movement.
Looks like he might be coming around the back.
Around the back is his safe option. Monty Python. He didn't get round the back.
Nope.
There's heaps of it round the back. Yes, Dean and Dale have been top of the ladder for lawn bowlers at the Gold Coast for quite a period of time.
Kane's looks pretty good here, halfway down.
Just missed. Just missed making 4 shots, or 5 shots may have been had he just tickled that.
And we've got a measure going on for 3.
Close too. Well, maybe calling the umpire. He's been doing a great job. He's been here every day. 2 of the days in the district sides he did by himself, 3 greens with 160 players.
They do a great job, the umpires. It's a thankless task in many regards, but we can't play competitive bowls without them.
Many times I forget when you're on the stage doing presentations, you're thinking all sorts of things and you forget to thank the umpires. And he's sitting there all day. Some days you get 3 or 4 calls in the whole day. District sides wasn't 3 or 4 calls in a day. He was running around like a bee in a bottle.
Yeah. Like a coral trout in a tank.
That's right.
It's like they've called that winner of that measure is Dale's bowl. So what have we ended up there with, Robbie?
I've no idea.
We've ended up with something.
They're not signalling.
The scoreboard is changed.
Catch up with scoreboard.
Sock Stransfield has said the umpire has done a wonderful job.
Sydney 4 from 5.
Where will we be live streaming from tomorrow? We'll be right here, Robbie, won't we?
We're here for the next 2 weeks.
What about the fours?
Here for the next 2 weeks.
The ladies' fours? He's not moving. He's not moving one little bit.
We've-
Dug his heels in.
Yeah, that's right. He's plugged in here to Mussy, where the
Bolivia's done
commentary
it.
booth is very good here. I know there's trouble at some clubs, but we're out of the weather here, that's for sure.
It's air conditioner. It's good.
Read them.
Yeah, Rosalie Dickerson has sent a lovely message. She played against Dale and Dean and Jackie and Graham Shillington, or Shillo, when Dale was about 10, and has great memories of the boys being very polite. A loving family, and she enjoys watching all their games from Rangiora, New Zealand.
Comes B again. She's just a bowl across the head. Making 2.
Scott de Jong's hit back on the adjacent rink. 5-4 now to Dean McWhinney after 5. So all the players are in a bit of a rhythm now after 5 ends. They should be coming to grips with the green, although it will be changing all morning.
7-4 and 5-4. It's approximately what we've anticipated, being pretty close to line balls, both these games. Going to be a bit under this one. Have a little bit of a look. We're getting a few spectators rolling in now.
A little short there from Kane. Dale's liking this one.
He's going to get a gap.
Yeah.
Didn't quite get back as he was hoping to. As this one arrives, it'll be close. Made it.
Yeah.
Just.
Good adjustment.
And a bit annoying on that side of the green. I think it's almost in the road for the shot they were playing with the last bowl.
Yeah, you would be, Jim, I'd think. Right in the way of that backhand draw.
But we're guessing there's a little bit of room to draw it on the forehand. Certainly not a foot. But these players are capable of drawing inside that 6 inches, and we'll see how Emma goes in.
He appears to like it.
She's a bowl under on grass. Needs a little straightener. Off that one. Off that one. Needed a second tickle.
Yeah. Probably in position for a handy second shot.
Interesting. Belinda playing the hand she played her first two on, even though it possibly appears she could be backhand, but she knows what she's doing on that forehand after her first two bowls.
Yeah,
Very good position.
Very good grass.
A lesser call would have been to swap hands and touch that bowl over for two, but she'd played two that side.
She's heading straight in on top of it.
This one's
very good bowl. That could nearly be shot. 1 to Kane and Bolivia. Kane signals.
Yep. Now he's going to change hands, push that one on. Can't afford to touch the jack on the forehand now. Played it well. Nearly back, not quite. Three or 4 inches wide. Ian Greenshield says, great job boys, watching from the Barossa Valley, a bit early for a quality red wine I guess. Well, it depends who you are.
That's right.
I've been waiting to catch up with Gary Mounsey at Musgrave Hill actually. That just reminded me of it.
I have
all.
seen a glass of wine being drunk up here of a morning.
Oh, by Gary? No?
I don't know who you're talking about, Jim. Dale, forehand.
He's not caught.
Draw could be
It's
tight.
a bowl short. He thought he had that at halfway. He was starting to get a bit of a jip in his step. And he dropped off very quickly when he realised he was just a bowl under on grass or weight.
Nice bowl here from Kane. Great bowl. Just a tad shy by the looks of it.
Okay, we got a little shift. We're welcoming Ryan Bester to the commentary box here. Fabulous player and a fabulous commentator.
Oh, thank you, Jimmy.
I'll crawl into you're one of the bosses around here. I got a
Oh, good shot there from Dean. Might still be 1 or 2 down.
We've got a measure.
Yeah, no, thank you, Jim. Jim was here at Musgrave doing all the district sides, and everything went perfect due to how good Jim runs everything.
I was quizzed in the sectional play whether it was a 10 or an 8 on what rink they were playing on, and I said, you should know that's in Canadian.
Yep. So wheat or 10 in French, 8 and 10.
Well, Ryan was helping me when I was putting the rinks on the cards, and
Oh, good shot here from Kane. Yep, well played. Might be.
Now whether that's 2,
Yeah, I think
we've got
Kane's front ball will be in.
I couldn't see Bolivia's fingers up then. She was above the screen.
It's a fantastic Final Four, though, isn't it, Jim?
Yes.
You have the defending champions playing Dean McWhinney, and then obviously Emma plays for Canada, Bolivia, who's a Jackaroo, and you got Kane and Dale, who are rising stars of the game. So
I think Lawrence played for Queensland.
yeah, Lauren has as well.
She might be a Schultz then, but she might have been a Carpenter.
Yep.
That had me a little tricked when looking at the cards, actually. I was wondering who she was playing with when I couldn't find a name on the cards, but it was there.
It's quite good. We have people tuning in from all over the world. Someone from Vancouver Island, close to where Emma's from, tuning into the Queensland State Championship. So this is the first, there's 5 state championships. We have the mixed pairs. In the next 2 days, we have the triples, then the 4s, the pairs, and the blue ribbon singles event, where the final will be a week Sunday.
That's the only one you're playing in from now on, is it?
Yes, yep.
The boss was telling me he wouldn't give you time off to play in any of the others.
No, he's a hard taskmaster here. I'm off to Sydney this weekend. Play for St. John's Park in the Platinum Pennant final. So played the mixed pairs with my partner Rachel, but lost in the last 16 to Val Jackson and David Munt yesterday, who played tremendously. And then they just lost by 1 shot to Bolivia and Kane in the quarterfinal.
Now, will Bakes be going there too?
Yeah, Bakes will be it. And then Bakes is playing the pairs with Nugget. And he's playing the singles as well. Good opening bowls there from Bolivia.
Cody, Jarek, let's go Sugar.
Yeah, so Kate Nelson, he was playing down in Melbourne, and they came up with the nickname Sugar for Sugar Cane. So that's his new nickname. It's been used quite a bit.
Well, I go further than that one, because that was my name when I first went to play Premier League at Hamilton, where they played your songs as being just coming off the cane farm.
Yep.
They used to play Sugar, Sugar, My Honey, Honey for everybody had their own song. So I was Sugar. And we were down playing against South Tweed. And they started calling the bloke on the next rink Sugar. And I said, come off it. You're not Sugar, I'm Sugar. What's your name? He said, Kane Burns. I said, I give up. I'm not called Sugar ever again, because I can't compete with a bloke called Kane Burns. And I see his name on your trophy just here in front of me before winning the
Musgrave Easter Singles.
The Easter Singles in whatever it was, 09 or 12 or something.
Yeah, pretty good shot there from Dale. He was trying to get something onto the jack or get the jack with his own bowl. Let's see if Kane can repeat it, or ideally just slide just behind the jack and cover that red bowl.
Not quite here.
Perfect weather. Obviously, we had a bit of rain for the district sides, but the last few days, perfect Queensland weather was what you want in winter. It was 30 degrees yesterday at Paradise Point. No wind. This is just on the tighter line. Just trying to draw the shot. Just falling short. So you can see the pressure that Bolivia leads. Very important in this game.
Any game. Right? Any game.
Yep.
You skips a fair bit of the match when you save them, but the lead normally wins them.
Well, especially in pairs, the leads have 4 of the first 6 bowls, so they have a huge say in the end. Remember the once I was playing a tournament with Rowan Brassey, and he was playing really good at the time, and I said, I was struggling. I said, Brass, you skip. And he goes, nah, you put your best player first. I'll take the mat. So it was quite good, because I didn't have to do too much. Brass drew a lot of shots that weekend.
One of the star players that never put his hand on his knee.
Yeah.
Could play nearly all players put their hand on their knee for that extra balance.
Yeah.
Not Brass, he could play with it in the air.
A bit of an errant ball there from Emma. Just had to be in that target area to change things up. So it's 3 shots to Bolivia and Kane. I'm not sure what's happening in the back. I think Dale and Emma will have the few back balls there. So see if Bolivia's going to try to draw another one or try to cover. It's a pretty juicy target, especially Dale, who's one of the best
she's
hitters.
going to get there. She might get on the back of the jack here yet.
Yeah.
No, she's just made it unmissable.
Okay. Now Emma, she won a world bronze medal skipping for Canada in the world triples.
Got closer.
Yep.
A lot closer this time.
Although this has to hold.
One.
Yeah,
Ooh.
probably got third shot there. So she was in the target area. That's what she needed to do. Made it a lot better for Skip. Yeah, you can see the back balls there. Well done, Robbie. So Bolivia does have a back ball there now. So see if if you're Kane, you're thinking Dale's not going to miss that. So you have a decision to make. Try to cover it up a bit, or you go to the back. What would you do, Jim?
I think you try and change it up a bit.
Yeah.
Rive whichever hand. Bolivia's saying forehand. I'm thinking backhand.
Yeah, just wants to turn one of those balls and try to get one right on the line. Obviously, at this level, these players wouldn't miss a target like that.
Yes, he's got to try and change it up.
Pretty good track. Just has to try to get down. Just falling a bit short. The only thing is Dale has to be a little bit careful. If he does rumble and gets that red ball out, he'll be 4 down. He's only 2 down at the moment.
He's arriving. It's awful close.
Oh, is he going to get the gap? No. Well,
whoops, disaster.
Yeah, he's made it worse. Might only be...
Well, it's
it could be 2 or 3, but there's no target now, so he's just down to the open draw. So a bit unlucky there.
Does he just play one, you're saying?
It's only one down.
Yeah.
You're saying the back ball. Second shot.
Now the red ball out to the right
The
there.
jack high one.
Yeah.
Well, at that rate, he's got to play backhand and
Yeah, so I think...
promote.
Yeah, so I think Kane's trying to... The middle yellow one,
Yep.
get that in for 2, and he can get that onto the red one. If he gives a couple rolls, could make 5.
Lauren is not or was not a carpenter from Schultze. There you go. Wrong again.
All right, Kane,
He's
forehand,
He's looking for it.
and he's very, very close here, Jimmy.
He's got it
Yeah,
all the way.
that is a great shot.
Well,
That's at least made 4, possibly 5. And Dale,
I'd guess 5,
Yeah.
but he's got to draw a shot on.
yep.
Room to draw second shot by more than 2 feet. 2.5 feet for second shot. One would think he'd do that.
All right, Dale McWhinney, 4 or 5 down. I think it's a pretty good track.
He's done well. Ooh,
Is it up, though?
Oh, he's dropped it. He's dropped it up the green.
Yeah.
That's a big score.
Yep.
We've taken 4 out. We're going to look for 5. Oh, we're already
5
pointing at
out.
the yellow one.
Yep, a handful, I think. So, big conversion shot there from Kane. And Bolivia set it up. She played, she had 4 balls within a couple of feet.
Yep.
Just on the other semi-final, Dean McWhinney is leading Scotty Dijon 8-4 after 6 ends. There's 21 ends and no time limit. Nice early start this morning.
Here we hear a replay of this shot. Very nice. He was going to add a shot or 2,
Yep.
whichever one of the yellow balls he hit, but he was after the gap and got the gap. See, interesting in the other game over there with the bowls basically almost identical, the yellow and the green stripe on them, all on the same pair. I
They
haven't.
should do that. You think for us and the spectators, they'd use different colours, wouldn't you, Jim?
Well, that's the same team anyway.
Yeah. Ah, same team.
So it's the same team we can see there. We're not too sure whether it's Dean or Lauren that's right on the jack, but they have got one of those orange with a green stripe through it on the jack. Good starter.
Yep. It's always big after a big count for both teams. If you get the big count, you really want to score just to hammer it in. And then if you did drop that, drop a 5, if you pick up a 2 or 3, it just eases the pain a little bit.
And you don't want to drop another 2 or 3 or that becomes an 8.
Yep. There's that side. Nice big swoop on that side. Not the clubhouse side.
Flags are actually fluttering now and swung a bit to be straight sideways across the green, basically.
Yeah, always get a bit of wind here at Windy Hill.
Mark Hay says, good morning from Yeppoon. Loved your facilities during the sides, Ryan.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, the club's done some really great renovations and it's looking good. And yeah, well done to the greenkeepers as well. Big 6 weeks of bowls. We had, obviously the district sides, which was, as you said, 160 people. Then we have the state championships, and then everyone from around Australia and the rest of the globe will be coming to the Gold Coast for the Australian Open. So the best time of year on the up here in Queensland is the winter time, where the greens get nice and quick, and we see all the visitors from everywhere coming to enjoy all the clubs on the Gold Coast.
Well, New Zealanders basically close most of their greens down.
Yeah.
Becomes a bit tough in Victoria. They come up here looking for a bit of sunshine.
Yeah, we've been very unlucky up here. The last month it's been a lot of rain, so hopefully all that's gone for the rest of it.
Till tomorrow.
Till tomorrow.
Till tomorrow.
Yes.
When the drizzle comes back.
Yeah, so that was a 6. Bolivia just came and told Robbie, so big count of 6. Kane, he's looking for this one to hold. I don't think he's gonna though. See if his weight will save him and hang around. Now, I think probably still 2 to Emma. They'll be looking just to draw a wee touch.
Save that 1 second shot for a guess, if not shot.
We'll put a drink on that one, Jimmy. And
I'll get you a water.
no worries.
The boss has said Emma's got first and third.
Yep, so we're a third of the way through. 7 of the 21 ends played.
And after this end, I might look for whoever's going to get their turn on the mic here. Be backwards and forwards, annoying the viewers. We've got Mel Elegant. Hello, Mel. A handful can mean a lot of different numbers. Lawman had 4 last week. Barry Goff only scores 3. Johnny Lang used to hold a handful, was only 4 because he was missing a digit. Got me one time badly with that one when he called a handful. And only had 4 fingers on that side. Close to the jack.
Yep.
Don't know whether she wants it too hard.
Yep, no, that done the trick. Got to do her back one, and now a big swoopy side. Blue's going to have to check it out and just need good weight. So I think tomorrow the ladies are at Broadbeach and the men are here at Musgrave Hill. So if you're in the area and not playing, come down to one of those 2 clubs and watch some great bowls, and all the finals will be here on Friday. Emma's just got to try and navigate that bowl that Bolivia hit up, which was Kay Nelson's bowl. Just needs good weight. Those should swing back. not bad. They have the 3 deepest bowls, so if something does happen, Dale can always try to run the jack in for a big count.
Didn't get back as far as I thought then. Thought it would come back another foot more than that. We've got quite a few on here. We have Ashley Van Winkle. Relief to see even the best can play short under pressure. Pressure's the whole name of the game, really.
Yep. You just want to keep, asking the questions of your opposition and see if they can keep getting out of trouble. Good shot here from Kane. Okay, I think they'll try to run the jack in here.
Well, forehand for the bowl or backhand for the jack?
Well, the bowl's bigger than the jack, so might as well go for the bowl.
Well, how about the red bowl straight onto the shot bowl?
Yep. And roll through for 5. That'd be a good shot. Yep, he's going forehand for the bowl.
It's coming back a bit, but it's on the short ones. Ah, nearly called it.
Yep. It makes it a lot better now. At least 2 seconds.
Tammy Robinson from Stanthorpe on board. Darren Colburn. Great man Johnny Lang. He caught many people with his left-hand handful. Yes, he did. Pete James go the Maccas.
All right, Kane will be looking to draw another one, but don't put it too close. He's already shot one. He's on a much wider line.
He's a good bowler here. He's just got to clear his own, which I think he has.
Yeah.
He's just got to pull up now.
It's a very smart bowl, though, in case the jack goes back. But they'll be looking just for the bowl clean.
You play the same weight, I guess.
Yep. He can miss a little bit narrow and get the red one onto it.
He's a bit narrow. He's very close to the back end of that red ball. He's got the...
Just really swooped. Might have got lucky there.
That red ball had to come up onto the shot bowl eventually, didn't it?
You called it. You called it, Jimmy. Yep. So a bit of a fortunate result there, but they get one. So 12-8 now to Bolivia, Millerick and Kane Nelson.
It's a little break, not quite half time. We've got another 8 ends till we get into the serious part. But
yeah, into the money ends.
Seeing as we're playing a bit of musical chairs on the commentary, I might sit out and give someone else a little go for a while after my 8 ends.
No worries,
Thank you, viewers.
Okay, Emma, she's brought the mat right up. Both of these skips. They're very good runners, so I wouldn't be surprised if the jack does end up in the pit at some stage. You can share the link too, get as many people watching. There's quite a few bowls going on. I think New South Wales, they have the Champion of Champions singles final on this week. So a plethora of bowls all over Australia. It's great to see so many international viewers tuning in as well. So just questioning the length of the jack here. As I say, Peter Bryan doing a great job umpiring. Alright. Welcome back. One of the nicest guys on the Gold Coast, Adam Taylor. Welcome back.
Very kind, Ryan. Thank you. Well, an interesting N7 we just saw. 6 to Bolivia and Kane.
And I was in by a couple of feet, so I'm not sure why they measured it. Bit of a break.
Psychological warfare.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to brought the mat right up for the first time in the match.
Okay. Just a bit quick, but might get the early toucher. Bolivia, she drew 4 fantastic bowls. The last end coming this way, set up that 6. Always good bowls when the jack's close to the close to tee in the ditch. It's always good to put your first one anywhere between the jack and the ditch. I'm just a little bit heavy, adjusting to this new length. There's only up by a couple of feet, so probably about 22, 23 meter length.
Just having been outside a short time ago, the wind has picked up. It's probably blowing about 10 to 15 k's now from the southeast.
Adam, he's one of the best golf caddies, so you'll know that. See what the balls are doing.
This is a little easier because they're on the grass, but yeah, you got to keep your eye on the wind. That's for sure. In when you're caddying.
Yep. Well, PGA Championship, I think this weekend.
Yes.
Who's your pick? Is Scotty Scheffler going to dominate again?
Mate, it's going to be... I'm a bit of a live fan because I think it needed a shake-up. Golf internationally needed a shake-up, and Norman has done that. It's going to be a great match-up, I think, between the traditionalists from the PGA Tour and Live. But, yeah, I'd love to see Cam Smith win for both Australia and Queensland.
Well, this is why I said with the mat up, both these young guys can run the jack in. Look at that from Kane. Great shot there. That's always the danger. You have to look at who you're playing, but Dale obviously can do that as well. It's just whoever put the first jack high ball, and the other person is going to have a crack at it.
That's right. These guys don't miss very often.
No, that was a very good reply there from Dale. Sets up a very good second. He's probably only gonna. It's probably almost impossible to draw the shot. It's probably only a foot away, just depending where in the ditch the jack is. Emma does have a toucher. The right hand red ball was the toucher, so we could get some adventurous shots later on.
Yeah, I've seen you play a few of those, Ryan. You've got to have some skill to get that in there, but it is an option, that's for sure.
Yep. Look at this from Kane. Yep. Oh, great shots there.
Kane sort of indicating that there is space there for a second shot, so it'll be interesting to see how close Bolivia can get.
Yeah, well, they just don't want to rock that in and, a roll or two and could almost give the shot away.
Yes.
Could almost try to sit it out on the backhand if you were Bolivia. But Emma will just be drawing up there, try to beat Kane just to, right now you go, let's just drop one, and you might be a bonus if they can somehow get the shot.
Yeah.
And Bolivia will be trying just to draw as many seconds as she can, and then herself or Kane can try to land Dale's ball into the ditch. Rory McIlroy, he won.
Rory won last week, that's right.
Yeah.
Wells Fargo, so he's back in form. There's a lot of chatter going on about Rory. Will he go to Live? He's not real happy with the PGA Tour at the moment. So
I heard he's not on the Players Association.
Yeah, so
my ESPN program I watch every night.
Interesting times ahead. But I must say, I was fortunate enough to go to Live Adelaide last year, and it was probably the greatest sporting event I've been to. It was just electric.
Yeah.
You get so much access to the players, and it was exactly what Australian golf's been crying out for.
Okay, here's Emma. Let's try and draw one. Give Dale a bit of a love tap up for the shot. That does help. I think that could almost be another second. So good ball there from Emma. I think Bolivia will be on the backhand trying to land Dale's in. Or drive that one to get them both.
That appears to be what he's indicating.
It's always good when skips use their hand to tell, and we can have a bit of a know what's happening.
Exactly right.
Bolivia does have a really good hit on her. Skipped for Queensland many times. And has won many, many state titles.
Ooh. Just a bowl off there, but wasn't really wasn't far from the target. And you're enjoying it here at Musgrave Hill, Brian?
Yep. Been here for about 6 weeks now, and yeah, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Very close to the house, and all the members have been fantastic, and,
Yeah.
and what the board and general manager want to do with bowls is very exciting to see what we can do here in the next few years.
Yeah, that's terrific.
Obviously, the club's really keen hosting events such
Yeah.
as this, and the district sides, and so that is that toucher which I mentioned earlier on in the end. Oh, he got in the ditch, but it's not the right angle. But there's a great
good
effort
crack.
there. But that does do two things. Now, Kane has to try to draw one. He can't try to get the two balls out to hold 3 or 4. So, good shot there from Dale. Like I said, with these two young players, you'll see some really good attacking shots. See a lot of the state selectors here as well. A lot of times they name the state team after the state championships, and they see who
Yeah.
kind of has a standout performance, and
That's
now
right.
we can put their hand up to have a look at to play for Queensland, not just in the open side, but you have the over 60s, under 25s, and I think it's really great that they're doing a 40 to 60-year-old state team. to
Yeah,
play
I'd agree. That's
New South Wales.
it's a gap of the population that's often missed in bowls, but
Yeah.
we've got that many young players coming up, and there's a bit of a divide. I must say, Paradise Point, we've got a deal of new members aged around the 40 to 50 mark who were
Yeah.
so keen and want to improve, which is great to see.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So, if you do join the sport, there's still a chance to, represent, the state, and, even playing for your district is quite an honor. So
Yes.
I think it's really good that they've come up with different age brackets to go out and compete.
Absolutely. And just about everyone on this green this morning would be looking for a maroon jumper later in the season in
Yep.
some way or another.
Yeah, well, Kane, he's in the state open side, and Scotty DeJean was. Dean McWhinney has played, and I'm pretty sure Dale in the future will play in the open side. Yep, so any bowlers out there, even for next year's state championships, put your entries in, and it's a great couple of weeks playing against the best players in Queensland.
Absolutely. I mean, they do come from wide and far too. It's great to see. We played with some people from far north Queensland on Monday.
Yep.
And there's people from Charleville, Roma, all over the state. It's not just a southeast thing.
Yep. Yeah, district side is always one of the special events, which was great. You only see the people once a year, and they always come in and have a very good time.
Yep.
Just an update on the other semi-final. We do have the score up on the screen there, but it's 10-5 to Dean McWhinney, and he's holding in 2 very good shots with not too many balls left in this end. Well done there from Bolivia. Great leading.
Yeah, she was fantastic yesterday in her quarter-final match, and she's bowling just the same today.
Emma's on a good track here. Yep, it's quite handy. Jack high. Are you playing in the rest of the events, Adam?
I am. I'm playing in the triples here, actually, tomorrow
Yeah.
with Johnny Raback and Alan Bruff. We've got a pretty tough section, as they all are. I think we're playing Nathan Rice first up. Playing pairs at Southport next week,
Yep.
and singles at Robina.
Nice.
So as you said, it's there's not many sports where you can play against the best in the world and on your day have an opportunity to beat them. There's very few sports you can do that in, and this is certainly one of them.
It is, or even they say you play Nathan Rice, who played hundreds and hundreds of games for Australia. Yeah, it's a fantastic thing about this sport.
Absolutely, and the camaraderie in the sport is just amazing. It's everyone will tap each other on the back for a good shot and have a beer or a soft drink afterwards. And
yep. Good shot here from Kano. Might see a speed ball happening now. Yep.
Yes.
Fire one. Might get off of his. No. All right. Well, if you're Kane in Bolivia, it's basically a one ball target. I'd probably be looking to stay away a little bit. Nothing to come off of. That's what they're having a chat now, where they're saying, "Look, we have a very good 3.
Even better now. That's fallen over.
Yes. Yeah. So if I was them, it's probably forehand. Try to count, but not too close. Just had a question here. Do the players choose who they play with, or does someone put these players together? I'd probably say 95%. You pick who you play with, and then obviously, if you are a single entrant, you probably can ask Bowls Queensland, and someone else might be looking for a partner.
Yeah.
That happens a lot in the Australian Open, where you can message Andrew Howie, and they'll always match you up, or try to match you up with someone.
Yeah, that's a good bowl from Bolivia.
Yeah. You have to look at it. If that red ball gets removed, then it brings all the rest in. So Dale and Emma, I'm pretty sure Dale will be getting Emma. Try to draw a couple close, and then he can have a couple drives and try to kill it.
Yeah.
Just doesn't want. Yeah, that's a good shot here from Emma. Yep, got third shot, I think. So that's almost perfect, and Dale won't miss his drive by that much to pick those 2 out.
No.
He shouldn't.
No, he shouldn't. It would be either the shot bowl or the gap.
Yeah. Famous last words.
Yeah.
Now, Bolivia, she can probably play a yard through that yellow ball and try to make 3 and 4 back.
Yeah. Might be running into a bit of traffic just around it, maybe.
Oh, that's not too bad. It turns one ball right on the line, so and her ball end up in a fantastic spot.
Dale has to drive on his forehand really now to miss that red. You
see the flags. The wind is picking up, going in this direction.
Emma drawing on the forehand. Another good bowl.
Yeah. So that's just fantastic bowls there from Emma. 1 down now. Yeah. The end was not looking good for him, and played 2 really good draw shots.
Will be interesting to see what Kane does here. What are your thoughts, Ryan?
I think Kane will probably just try to draw on the forehand, I'd say. Try to draw a shot now.
Yeah. That's the way he's looking.
Yeah, they'll be happy with 1. Just keep scoring.
Yes.
And if Dale does drive and gets a bad result, they can score more. Look at that.
Oh, that's a great bowl.
Yep. Could be 2. So I think there'll be forehand social weight through that gap there, Adam.
Have to agree. I do remember having to move my car at Helensvale many years ago when you were playing Kelvin Kirko in the five-a-side.
Yeah, Kelvin drives all the time. I was probably drawing shots.
You were.
No, I think I remember that game. The green was running about 20 seconds, so
Yeah.
every ball was like a drive.
It was incredible.
Got just a spectator going for a walk behind the rink. Dale just steps off. Here we go. Fire 2 for this end. He's wide. We'll need luck.
Ooh,
And
threw another of Bolivia's into the
yeah, I
head.
think it's 1 in, 1 out. So still 2 shots. Great work, Robbie, on the camera. He hasn't fallen asleep on us yet.
No, the painkiller will kick in soon and it might make me drowsy.
So Kane's looking, if he plays the backhand and gets on the yellow one, might push the red ball out and hold 5 shots. He's trying to see how he can make it more than 2. Don't think he wants to play forehand, just in case if he does get the jack and somehow spits out to the right there.
Yes. The wind will help in drying out the green too, so
Yeah.
it's just going to be constantly changing, and the players need to be aware of that.
Yeah, I've never seen. I've been up on the coast for about 13 years now. I haven't seen the rain like we've had the last month. It's like clockwork every day.
That's been incredible.
All right, Kane backhand, trying to get onto the yellow ball to punch the red ball out. Bit of a billiard shot, but I think he's just a little bit high. Great weight for it, and it's another one in the head. So
Great effort.
now, I might call this. I think the jack has a chance to come forward. If he does play a bit of weight and it hits, it might go front right.
Well, no one's seen as many jacks bounce around as you, I'd reckon, Ryan, so I'll take your word for it, but it could well happen here. There's that many behind the jack.
What's Dale trying to do? No, he's
Might be trying to wedge it out to Emma's reds.
yeah, but just
Too
a bit
wide.
high. Maybe not just a bit high. What a shot, Dale McWhinney. Absolutely brilliant.
That's
There's such a great head of balls there, Adam.
incredible bowls. And he's
Wow.
just drawn that within an inch to take the end.
Yep. Centimeter perfect. Okay, so the last end, Emma brought the mat up and Kane sunk it, so they've abandoned that strategy. Mat on the tee.
Yeah, under a bit of pressure there to fall about 7 behind there, so that was just a class bowl from Dale.
Yeah, the standard of bowls in Australia is the highest in the world, and you can just see by a head like that, it's just fantastic to watch.
Yeah, it's great to watch.
I think 120 teams entered the mixed pairs or close to that.
Yes.
There's 32 sections. There's only a couple sections of 3, so have 120 teams down to the last 4.
Yep. It's one of the biggest fields for all the disciplines, actually.
Yep.
Which is good for the health of bowls, both men and women being fully involved in the championships.
Yeah, it's great to see that the pennant this year that ladies will be allowed to play Division 2 and below,
Yes.
which will give a lot of ladies a bit more opportunity to play on Saturdays, and it'll give, especially some of the smaller clubs, more chances to enter some more teams in the pennant. So
absolutely.
I think that's a great way forward. So well done to both the men's and ladies district for making that work.
Yes. We're certainly looking forward to that down at Paradise Point. We've got probably don't have any superstars like some of the clubs on the coast, but we've got a lot of women that will be fighting for positions in 2s, 3s and 4s. So, and hopefully we get some involvement for women in the lower grades as well.
Yeah. Oh, it's fantastic. The Max on the Gold Coast, we do a thing called Max Morris Sevens, which is open, and it's great to see. Teams of 7 women, 7 men, and mixed playing against each other. That's another great thing about our sport.
Absolutely. They've been trying to do it in golf a little, with especially in Australia here, using different tees for the women. They're trying to so if a man is likely to have a 7-iron into a green, they're trying to position the women's tee so that they too will have a 7-iron into the green.
Okay.
But, and it's amazing how level the fields can be, especially at the top of the leaderboard.
Is there any way they can make a hack like me any good at golf? Or no?
I think you're playing the right sport, Ryan.
Yeah, I've had one round in about 3 years, and it wasn't too flash.
I see your golfing buddy Kevin Anderson's coming up for pennants though, so
Yep.
I'm sure the sticks will get out at some stage.
Yeah, we'll see if we can make something like that happen. Kevin's golf game has improved dramatically.
He's beautiful down there on the Murray, so he's got a lot of choices of course.
He's the only guy. This is a good story with Kevin. He hit a driver, and he caught that same ball with his hand. Never seen that happen. I was standing behind him. We're playing at KVD Sport. He drives, he hits a tree. The ball comes back almost in slow motion. He catches it. So, not many people have done that.
Did he stay on his feet or did he do a couple of rolls afterwards?
No, it was good. I wish I had it on video. No, it was great to have Kevin come up.
Yeah,
You know, he played on the Gold Coast for 5-6 years, and just a lovely character for the game.
absolutely.
And can play bowls, so be fantastic. It's probably close to the hardest pennant region in the world. Here on the Gold Coast. We've got so many fantastic clubs. So looking forward to a great competition.
Yeah, absolutely.
So very strange here. Every bowl's short. I did say that the wind was blowing it's kind of into the headwind.
Yes. At 13-8, Emerendale need to just hang on here and win a few ends, keep the scoreboard ticking over. They don't want to get too far behind. Five's well and truly in the match.
Yeah, that's a great thing about, you know, you make this far, it's 21 ends and no time limit. You know that you can get the 21 ends in, and you know there's still 12 ends to go to, a lot of bowls to be played.
Yep.
And I'm sure each team's gonna have a chance to score a big number as well. So Dean McWhinney in the other semi-final, he's gone out to a 13-5 lead.
And
Yeah.
holding 2 or 3.
Yeah, just obviously just have a lovely new bowls office here at Musgrave where all the camera work and we're sitting in it, and you can see the whole green. And Dean McWhinney and Lauren are really put on the show. Every time I look over, it's their bowls just cuddling around the jack.
See all three greens very comfortable. That's yesterday. I was getting scores.
Yep.
They was getting scores.
Yep.
Yeah, if you're around the next couple of weeks, pop down to the club Musgrave, and Robbie said he's loving their new office. You can see all three greens, so you can check out the scores from all the scoreboards. I see he's got his binoculars there as well, so perfect place to set up shop for big tournaments like this, and hopefully all the bigger futures we have here at the club in the future. All right, see if Dale can play another bomb here. Just has to find that gap with good weight, and he's not too far off here. Might need hold for the jack, which he does, but Bolivia has a bowl out there to the right, so it's a big chance here now. If Kane can really nail this, he can get a 2 or 3 here.
Yeah. There probably is room on the forehand to get round that front bowl.
Yeah, Kane, he won the State 4s last year. I think it was his first open state title, when he's been knocking on the door many, many times.
Yeah.
Lost a few triples finals. And he's still very young and will win many of these.
Yeah, he's got a great future ahead of him.
And he's a very good guy as well. So plays the game in the right way, in the right spirit.
I believe he's got the family together for the triples starting tomorrow with Jacob and
Ooh.
Greg.
Well, Greg will carry the lads probably. A big shot here from Dale. He's 2 down. If he doesn't get these shot, he's probably going to drop a 3.
It's looking pretty good. Has he got the weight, though?
This is the same direction where they dropped that 6. We just dropped a couple short. So I'm not sure if the wind's playing a bit of havoc. As you can see, everyone kind of dropped short on this.
Yeah,
end.
everyone has here.
So
It
Kane,
definitely is strengthening. It's probably up to 20 Ks now.
yeah. So Kane is holding 2. He does not want to hit that ball in. So he might try the backhand or just play really wide and just hope it drifts back in with good weight. Well done, Robbie. He's on fire with the camera work here, showing the flags. Yep. I think Kane was thinking, I'm happy with 2. I don't want to hit Dale in for 1.
Yep.
So they go to a 15-8 lead.
Yep. Just about the halfway mark. So Emma and Dale are going to have to get some real close bowls these next few ends to stay in the fight.
Yeah, right now they're probably looking. They have 6 ends to kind of get within a couple, and then the money ends at the end.
Absolutely. Final quarter. It's quite a famous green, the one we're sitting in front of here, which they're playing on, where Robbie Allen won his very tight match in the Easter singles.
Yeah,
With a probably could be the bowl of the year yet.
that was on the live stream. Was that on the live stream,
Yes,
Robbie?
certainly was.
Yeah, no, Robbie does a fantastic. People from all over the world can almost watch every day. Robbie's somewhere live streaming, so, and he's at the club at 6 in the morning and doesn't leave till very late at night. So he does a fantastic job. So thank you, Robbie, and your whole team. So you can see how the wind, both players lost the jack into the ditch. If they wanted to go T, they could probably just sit there and just save us time. But they didn't want to do that. They want to drag it out a bit.
So this will be interesting. Downwind along the forehand side. So let's just really concentrate here to get them on the jack at this length. And a good starter from Bolivia.
Yeah, and this green in here, it's always been one of the best greens on the Gold Coast. A lot of finals being played on here, Champion of Champion finals, obviously Easter Singles finals, so Premier League finals.
Yes, great reply from Emma.
Yeah, well done. Hey, Kurt Brown just asked, who is Dino playing with? Playing with Lauren Schultz. Yeah, good shot here from Bolivia. And up. Yeah, fantastic.
Very good. So Emma's going to switch hands here. Come out on a backhand. Pretty good reply. She's found the gap. No, she's found the jack. Great ball.
Okay, TAB odds $1.02 that this jack will end up in the pit. What do you reckon, Adam?
Well, I'd have $1 on it. I'll take the 2 cents. I think it will.
It's been some great shot making this game, just back and forth. Just been that one end where they got the count of 6, which is the difference in the game now, which usually happens in big games like this, is that 1 or 2 big bowls or a couple of missed bowls.
Yes. Well, here comes the first crack. Kane's not going super big, but he's certainly trying to draw it into the ditch.
Yep.
Dale playing a similar shot.
Yeah, he's got better weight. See him get down for a toucher. Yeah, well, that's 2. So, but then Kane and Bolivia, they have to be careful. Obviously, it's fantastic if you do get the jack in the ditch, but if you keep missing, chances to drop a big score.
That's right.
Well, that's a good bad one because now they'll be going hunting.
It's a little under, maybe.
Yeah. All right. Chance for Bolivia. If I was Bolivia, I'd just be playing a foot or 2.
It's another very tight head over on the other match, the McWhinney-De Jong match. That match in a similar situation where Scotty De Jong Fitzpatrick needs to really win a couple of ends here.
Yeah. So Bolivia is trying to, land the bowl, land the jack. See if Emma can play the skip shot, and ideally you probably just want to land the ball and then just get a toucher.
Well, it's looking pretty good to there.
Not far away. Just has to turn. Oh, almost got a bit of a slide. Bolivia, much better weight this time. Will it turn though? Gave the shot away.
Yeah.
Don't think it changes Emma's shot too much. I think she's whoever gets it first.
Yeah, she's still got to play up to it.
Like I said, ideally just land the ball and fall onto the jack. Hold 3.
It's in the area.
Yeah, very close. Might get unlucky here and gets her own. Yeah.
Oh.
That's stiff. Very stiff.
You playing triples, Ryan?
No, just playing for St. John's Park on the weekend.
Oh, of
which
course.
cancels us out for the triples and the 4s,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I believe you guys came 4th there on the ladder, so you've got a...
Yeah, we were a bit stiff. We went 8 wins and 3 losses and ended up 4th. We had Powerhouse Cabramatta, they only lost 1 game, and Warilla and Raymond Terrace lost 2 games. So we played Mount Lewis, which one of their marquees is Wayne Turley. The Bulls got out Tweed Heads, and another marquee is Scotty Thulborn. So
up from Adelaide.
Yeah. So there's 12 clubs. Every club's allowed 2 marquees or fly-ins. And I'm lucky enough that St. John's has asked me and Sean Baker, who's working here at Musgrave, to be their marquees. And
terrific.
Fantastic playing for the Sainters.
And my old club down there, Belrose, did it a bit tough this year too.
Yeah, it's very tough competition. It's like the Queensland Premier League, which is getting the best bowlers in the world, and the competition's unreal. Needs a bit of luck here. Well, there's only 2 balls left for this jack to end up in the.
The $1.02 is not looking too good now.
Yep, I'll get the $1 off you. If you were Kane, if you land that red bowl, I know it's a toucher, but you could make 3 or 4 and get Dale back on the draw.
Yes.
By now, he's just trying to arrive up there and land his bowl or get the jack.
He's going to hit. It's his shot.
Yeah, great shot there. Perfect weight for it. Might still just be 1. Not sure if the jack, if that.
Yeah, 1 was the signal there, I think, from Emma. So,
but now even if Dale does get the jack, it's a good chance that the back ball could get the shot. He's very close here, Adam. He gets it. Yeah. See, look at that.
Unlucky. Unlucky. So
Well, Jack would have ended up in that pit
Yeah.
if that ball wasn't there.
yeah, I owe you
But-
$1 too.
That was a very interesting end, very entertaining end for everyone viewing it. So, but 1 to Bolivia, Millerick and Kane Nelson. So they're now doubled the score of Emma and Dale. So 16-8 after 11 ends.
It's quite a journey to get this far. I mean, it's quite a feat to win your section
Yep.
in a state championship. And these teams have also won 3 post-sectionals yesterday. And
So probably they've won 6 games to get here.
yes,
Just going to check that score. Because we haven't killed any. It should be an even number. I'm just going with what they have on their scoreboard. So.
Well, they've tried short length and long length. Now they're going with social weight or social length, just medium.
Yep.
Okay.
the score update 9-16.
Yeah, Robbie never made the mistake. Someone else did. So, but it is 9-16. And Emma, she just got selected to represent Canada in Scotland at the end of August. They're having a 5 Nations event. So, well done to Emma. Be
Fantastic.
playing against to be Canada, France, USA, Scotland, and Ireland. So not much is happening on the international bowl scene. We're all waiting to see what happens with the Commonwealth Games, which I think an announcement will be made by the end of the month, and then probably the international calendar for the next few years will be set.
Yes. Whereabouts in Scotland?
I think it's in Ayr.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. I
So
think it's home to the great Wilson Alexander.
yes, yep, it's great. Wilson just joined Musgrave from
Yes.
Paradise Point.
Yeah, he'll be a valuable asset for you guys. Well, he'll be missed down at the point, but he's been there down at Paradise Point for, say, 7 or 8 years now, and
Yep.
he's done a wonderful job there. And he developed the interest and pushed for us to get into Premier League.
Yep.
And although he'll be missed, we wish him the best of luck up here at the Pelicans, and we certainly look forward to taking you guys on when we meet in Pennants.
Yep. Yeah, the number 1 pennant for the Gold Coast. Bit of a change. So they're going to do 5 double headers. So
No, that might not be accurate.
Robbie Allen said that might not be accurate. So
Green space available for
we'll
that
stay tuned.
match committee that talk about.
But yeah, the Gold Coast number 1 pennant. You have 6 of the best clubs. You got Paradise Point, Musgrave Hill, Helensvale, Burley Heads, Broadbeach, and Tweed Heads. So every game and number 1 pennant is playing, the best of the best. So very good competition. All 6 teams can generally win it, which is good for a
Yeah.
competition.
Yeah, very strong. I know. We struggled at Paradise Point for a few years there, but we're slowly building up and getting stronger. And then as the club gets stronger with some imports, our local players improve as well.
Yeah.
That's what's happened down there. So we're certainly looking forward to it.
Plus, it's always great. We get people coming up from Melbourne, Tasmania, New Zealand who come and play pennant in all the grades on the Gold Coast,
Yes.
which adds that extra bit of flair. And they love coming and playing. And, I think July and August are the best 2 months on the Gold Coast because all the greens are good and it's not too hot.
No, and it should have stopped raining by then.
Yes, hopefully. Okay, so Bolivia, she's got the best of the leads again here, holding 2 good shots. I definitely think the wind's playing a bit of havoc on the weight, especially coming in this direction. And that's a great shot there from Kane. Right in the line as well, so not much of a target.
Forcing Emma and Dale to just play some great bowls because they're Bolivia and Kane have always got them in the head in numbers.
Yeah.
See, Dean skipped away again on Scott. 18 to 5
Yeah.
now after 12.
And it's looking like, shouldn't say, but it's looking like Dean McWhinney probably be in the state mixed pairs final. He won the singles when he was held in the Gold Coast a couple of years ago.
Yes.
won it on the carpet at Paradise Point. We had a bit of rain that year as well, and I know he beat Gary Pearson in the final, and I think he beat a guy called Aaron Sheriff in the semi-final quarterfinal. So, Dean.
He's a very competitive player, Dean.
Yeah.
He's got all the shots. Works very hard at his game.
Okay, I think, yep. Drive here, just has to get down a little bit. Oh, it's a little bit stiff. It could have gotten a better reaction off that ball as well. Has Paradise Point picked up any players for a pennant, Adam?
I think we've got one coming up from Adelaide, and we've
It's still a secret.
yeah, it is. But we've picked up a few for Premier League, and it's just a matter of are we going to hold those guys. So
Yeah.
I understand Des Kane and a lot of his guys will be playing with us.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah.
Which has been terrific. Not too sure of any of the others at this stage, but it's only early days. Another 6 weeks or so off.
Okay, Emma on the forehand, just trying to find that gap. Might hold, might got second, at least third, which will help the cause.
So when they're talking about the double headers, are they talking about all clubs going to a particular
Yeah,
club?
yeah. So I think they're looking at 5 double headers. So and then a finals. So every club will get 2 games.
Yep.
And the club who hosts the finals won't get a round robin game. That's what they were talking about. But I think Robbie just said a bit green space because obviously, I know last year at Musgrave here we had 160 people put their name down for pennant.
Yeah.
So just working out the draw for, making sure everyone's the right greens.
Yes.
But I'm not a big, you could have play a game at 9 o'clock and like even in the lower grades, play a couple of games at 9 o'clock and then play at 1 o'clock for green
Yeah,
space.
I'm sure it can be worked out. I did like the double headers in Premier League because, and probably socially too, it's quite good because you've got all the players.
Yeah. Everyone has to eat or drink a little bit over 8-9 hours. Yeah, so this year Premier League, we all did kind of double headers just on Saturdays. In previous years we did Saturday and Sundays. It was a bit hard, people with families and that where I just went Saturday, play 2 games, and Sundays you do your club championships or do something other.
Yeah, that's the way to go, I
other
think.
than bowls. So always looking to improve the game. I know, a lot of people it's always been done that way, but it's always good a bit of change if it works for everyone to get out there on the green.
We used to wear brown shoes and wear a tie while we played as
Look
well.
at it. Ooh, he's got the jack out there. It's a bit of a risky shot, but he might have gotten 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, it's squeezed into a good spot for them.
Dale does not have a very good shot on, to be fair. Very hard shot. So where the jack ended up.
He's nearly got to run into the shot bowl and hope it rolls away.
Okay, no worries.
If you're in the area, I know live stream is great, but if you're in the area, come down and watch the final.
I just saw a couple of girls out there who normally watch it, and they says they come down and see it live instead. So
Yeah.
a couple of them sitting out there.
Yeah, beautiful day. So if you're in the area, Gold Coast, the final poise start about half hour after the semis. Give the players a chance to eat, and then come on down and enjoy a beautiful Wednesday afternoon here at Club
Bowl's
Musgrave.
heading in the right direction.
That is a
And
great
he
shot.
pulled it off. What a great bowl.
That is an unbelievable shot there from Dale. He deserves a shot after that one. It looks like it on the camera, but they're still going to measure it.
We're still waiting on Robbie to get those drones going.
Too much license.
One shot to Bolivia and Kane. So a little unlucky there,
Ah, yeah.
Dale. Probably deserved more than that.
The last two ends, couldn't have played his last ball too much better and dropped 2 singles. We'll have a bit of a rule that Gary Lawson taught me. If you're playing 21 ends, it is not over until the team gets past 21 shots.
Okay.
And it's actually worked out. Yeah, if you play 18 ends, as long as you don't haven't got past 18, you're still in with a good chance. So
Yeah, I must say, I've fours or pairs. I don't think I've ever lost a game being more than 21.
yeah.
So that's a pretty good mark.
So little stuff like that where, and I think of that sometimes. If you are down in the game, think, oh well. And if you look at that, if there's 8 ends left, if they only win 1 or 2 and you win the other 6, you're probably going to catch up.
Yep. Bolivia's just been so solid up front for them, and
Yeah, she's been
amazing.
yeah. Going ditch to ditch as well.
Yeah, they played their quarter-final yesterday at Paradise Point and did go ditch to ditch each time they had the mat. And a good reply there from Emma.
Could be setting up a big final here if Dean McWhinney plays Dale McWhinney-Shillington.
Absolutely.
We'll have to get Jackie in on the commentary and see who she's got cheering for.
I'm not sure you're too nervous.
Here's Bolivia with another beauty
Yep.
through the hole.
Perfect. You 1 on, and then anything between the jack and the ditch is perfect bowls.
Another good effort from Emma.
Yep. That's 4 good bowls from the 2 leads. And the winner of this goes on to the Australian Championships, which I think will be held at Tweed Heads in October at the Nationals.
Between Tweed and Broad. These ones are Tweed, the others from
Which is great. The Nationals, or the state championships, came in probably about 6 or 7 years ago, where all the state champions play off for an Australian title, which is fantastic. So it gives people something to look forward to and playing against all the other states as well.
Absolutely, a bit of rivalry there between, especially the East Coasters, of the Vics, the New South Welsh, and the Queenslanders.
Yep. Here's Kane just trying to get another one in here. Ideally, he'd want to get to the back red. But does cover it up a little bit. See if Dale can get some swing around that and try to land the yellow.
Any truth in the rumour, Ryan, that you guys for pennants will have a mascot this year?
A mascot? I don't think so.
We tried to introduce one a few years
yeah.
ago for Premier League as a dolphin, but
Yeah.
it didn't really stick on.
Pelican will just keep flying. Well, that is a great shot there from Dale. Absolutely brilliant. Hold 3 or 4.
Pelican suit will be hard to tailor.
Yeah, it might keep flying away.
I know the dolphin suit was quite a failure, but you've got to try these things.
Yeah. Yeah, just the good branding, just saying, oh yeah, go the Pelicans or
Yeah.
go the Dolphins. It's great. Every other
it
sport
is.
does it. Which
Yeah.
what you were saying about golf is, you need stuff like that. Oh yeah, I'm cheering for
That's right.
the Ospreys or the
yeah.
Hawks.
Yeah.
Which is good.
We've got a club song now, so we'll know the Sevens won the pennant year before last, the Threes last year, so it's always sung when we have a club victory, and it just bonds everyone together.
Yep. Cass Millerick just superstar, won the Australian Open singles, tuning in. I think we'll be seeing her on the Gold Coast for pennant as well. So Cass has been on fire in Victoria, winning almost everything down there.
Yes.
And putting Kevin into the second best bowler in the household category. He's vice president to a couple other guys.
And in the state champion of champions, we could see sister versus sister perhaps this year.
Yes. Yeah. Will it hold on? What a shot here from Bolivia, and ping pong to Emma's last ball.
Yeah, great bowl.
Yeah, she won't be, obviously it's a bit, didn't get the shot there, but very good shot on for Kane to remove that ball and hold 3 or 4, and very hard for Emma and Dale to get a second one in there.
And as you said, Emma's second bowl went just past the jack and between the jack and the ditch, and it's now shot bowl. Carl doesn't want me to sing. There's no danger of that happening at all, Carl.
So I think a bit of social weight, backhand, just arriving, and just try to get the jack, get the yellow one onto the jack. It'd be very hard to be going down 2 here, and good chances to be holding the shot.
Be a little wide.
Yeah, that side's a little bit tighter. Probably pretty good weight for the shot. As you can see, Dale, he's got to be a bit careful. He's got a width of a bowl to stick in there to head for 2, but any touch you could go down. So you might say 7 down with 7 to go.
Yep.
And be very careful here. Best thing is, semi-final final, there is no time limit. The previous rounds did have 18 ends or 2.5 hours, and not too many games got completed. Almost.
It's an aggressive shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither quarterfinal at Paradise Point went to 18 ends yesterday. The bell rang before they could complete. So.
We're having a few requests now for Adam to sing the Paradise Point club song, but I think people are going to have to wait until they win and then go to Paradise Point, and it'll be a free show.
That's exactly right. You wait till we win.
Yeah.
It's an unwritten rule.
Very close here. If it holds up, it's a great effort. But I think both teams will be happy with one.
Yes. Dale is having a look.
Best chance might be the forehand, and that was very hard to try to roll that one once. But if you play a bit too heavy, you could still get the jack out.
Yes. That's great having you here, Ryan, because your experience, you look at heads in a different way to a lot of bowlers, and you can see a lot of options, and obviously pick up the danger as well as the positives.
Yeah, well, I learned a lot from Peter Bellis. So on this shot, he'd go, if you had 10 cracks at drawing 2 and 10 cracks of giving it away, out of 10, what the realistic odds, and the odds of drawing 2 are pretty slim.
Yes.
And there's a bit of danger. So
maybe better off taking it.
Yeah. So it's only even if it's a draw or a drive, go, well, if I have 10 goes at this, realistically, am I better off driving or drawing?
Yeah.
And I still use that.
That's a good point. I
Fair
think Dale
percentages.
used that there, and
and like I said, both teams are like, happy with one and happy to go down one.
Yeah.
So I think going this way, I know they brought the mat up once and Kane sunk it. I probably would have tried that tactic again. Sometimes if you do that, obviously it's not going to work every time. Just because, so they're going really short, so that is good. They are changing the length up.
Changing it, yep, short, but with the mat bat this
Yeah.
time.
And very good start here from Emma.
Yeah, great ball.
Haven't seen Kane on the mat 4 or 5 down yet. There's 7 ends to go. We'll see if that situation does arise and see if he can get out of it, and if he doesn't, then it'll be game on.
Absolutely.
I think at this level, you also have to assume that your opponent's going to make the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Where a lot of people don't do that. You know, they go, "Oh, no, they probably won't get it." But you have to assume that your
They
opponent's
will
going to
make
make
it.
the shot, and you have to play ahead accordingly.
Yeah, it's a good point, Ryan.
Great shots there from Emma.
You can only control your own bowls. You
Yeah.
can't control your opponents, but you do have to
Respect
have an
them.
idea and respect what they're going to do, yeah.
Yep.
4 pretty good lead bowls there.
Yep. Yep. Emma's holding 2, but Kane's got very good shot on just to arrive with a couple feet away, land any of the shot balls or land the jack. And it's great. We've got people tuning in from Scotland. Just to recap, this is the Queensland State Championships Mixed Pairs Semi-Finals. The final probably be about half an hour after the last semi-final finishes. 21 ends, no time limit. And a lot of international viewers. Down here in the show we do 2-2-2-2 pairs, which is fantastic. So lead plays kind of lead and third, skips plays second and fourth. I know I grew up in Canada, it was 4-4. Lead those 4, skip those 4.
Wow, I haven't come across that one yet.
Well, actually, apart from Australia and New Zealand, that's how every other country played. The World Championships were like that.
Wow.
4-4. So it's quite good when you're skipping. You have 4 cracks and you have 2 drives and 2 draws. But I think this is a very skillful game, this. And what a shot here from Kane.
Yeah, socially on the coast and most places in Australia, we tend to play pairs in this format. As lead, you get to play the third position as well, so you can get let off the leash every now and then. Australian Open, 3 bowls for the lead and 3 bowls for the skip.
Later national bowls has gone to 2 bowl triples and 3 bowl pairs. Let's try to quicken it up a bit. And Emma, good shot there. We start the end over. 4 bowls versus 3 bowls though. These are the crucial shots. If Bolivia can really nail this,
pressure's back on.
Yeah, when the jack gets spewed out, usually whoever gets on first tends to win the end. That's a very good starter. Probably left Emma a little bit too much room though.
Yeah, it's run on good 5 feet.
Yeah, great shot here from Emma.
Yeah, very good coming back into that wind where they have had difficulty. It's a great ball.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic 2 shots. So if you're Dale and Emma here, if you said, look, if we can just win the next 3 ends, you're probably going to be 17-14, 17-15, and it's very much game on.
Absolutely.
Bolivia's got a hold up here. Just going to die under, but that's a very good second shot.
Yes, Bolivia and Kane haven't had a lot of pressure on them at this stage. Emma and Dale just need to get close enough to ensure they're under the pump during the final quarter of the match.
Okay. Dale is probably ending up in a pretty good spot. That's probably the only place Jack's going to be heading to. Kane will play the first one, just try to draw up to it and just kind of flop it out, give him a chance to maybe land it for 3 or 4. Just has to hold on, but just dipping away. A bit stiff there, he just wanted to get a bit of separation. If I was Dale, I'd try to just beat the back yellow
Mm-hmm.
and then kind of force Kane to concede 1.
Yeah. Yeah, if he does run onto the shot bowl, the Jack could move at a distance he doesn't like. It's interesting to, as you say there, Ryan. It's one is more is very good most of the time, isn't it?
Yeah.
We go a lot of time we go hunting for 2s and 3s, but 1 for you is better than 1 against.
Yep. Like I said, when the Jack got spewed out, and Emma was the first one to nail it, and they win the end.
Yep. Back to within 6 now, so they are creeping there, end by end.
Yep. And over on the other semi-final, just a quick update. It's 19-10 to Dean McWhinney over the defending champion Jane Bush and Scotty Dijon. It's great everyone watching on Facebook and on YouTube. I know when I'm at home, it's great to hop on YouTube and great picture quality on the TV in the living room. Like I said, tomorrow, if anyone's in the area, you got the men's triples all here at Musgrave Hill, and you have the ladies triples at Broad Beach. So pop it down to one of those 2 clubs and watch the best players in the state play off for the state triples title. Then all the finals will be back here on Friday. Great start here from Emma. We'll see if she can just turn the tide here. Bolivia got the best of her for those little runs of ends, and then the last couple of ends she has been getting on top, and they've been winning the ends.
Really lifted the last half hour.
Bolivia just has to get down to it. It's a bit stiff.
Yeah.
So now Emma, anything past, ideally just drawn to the yellow bowl.
And just as Bolivia and Kane were playing long ends yesterday in the quarters, Emma and Dale played a lot of short ends.
Yeah, at this level, everyone does have a game plan of what you do best, or maybe what your opponent might not like, or
Mm-hmm.
so there's a lot of strategy in the game. It was interesting. Someone was here at the club the other day, and or probably any club in Australia you watch social, and the mat's always in the same spot, and the jack's always in the same spot. No one kind of goes really short or ditch to ditch or play those little intricate games with
That's
the
right.
mat and jack.
I've been fortunate enough to have a bit of coaching off Bryce Stewart over recent years, and he taught me a lot about the mat, not just about the mat placement, but about your feet placement on the mat. You can use the mat to your advantage
Yeah.
in so many different ways. It's not just a matter of plonking your foot in the middle of the mat.
Good shot there from Kane.
It's the first killed
Yep.
end.
Yeah, well, Musgrave here has hired Sean Baker as the club coach. And yeah, on Wednesdays he's getting 2 greens people coming, and
Yeah.
and Sean's teaching everyone like that. So, yeah, if anyone's looking for a club to join, Club Musgrave, and all the members, it's free coaching with Sean. I think Sean has the record for most state titles. I think he's won 6 or 7 pairs, and he's won them all.
Got a big
But-
mantelpiece.
Yeah, but any newer bowlers, go to your club coach, and all those little things, if it can help you improve your game, just that 5-10% can mean all the difference.
Yeah, and you do enjoy it more when you know, everyone's happier when they put a good bowl down.
Okay, Emma, it's another good jack, and see if you can hit the repeat button and nail the jack
Yeah.
again. It's tightening up a little bit over there in the second semifinal. 19-12. That's a beauty of 21 ends. Like you say, you're never really out of it.
No.
No one's got the 21 yet. I know Bolivia, all 4 of these players played district sides as well, which probably is a bit of advantage, playing on these greens for 4 days and then leading into the state championships. Gold Coast District won both the men's and ladies district sides, and for the men it was 10 years in a row, which is quite a big feat.
It's a terrific feat.
So-
10 in a row.
It might be a challenge for some of the other districts to get all their best players to play and try to stop the Gold Coast.
Absolutely.
I was lucky enough to be part of the early run of the 10, and it's always a great event playing against people from all over the state. Oh well, I think Dale and Emma are setting the trap a bit. Be looking for the trail at some point in the end.
It was great. I went down to Paradise Point and down to Broadbeach and up to the sides, and it was incredible just seeing how from far and wide they come, from Charleville, Roma, even way north of Cairns, from up
Yeah.
Cooktown, and all over the place.
Yeah, I think 540 people come down for the district sides. What a shot here from Dale. Yep, great shot. Probably a little bit, obviously when you're trailing Jack, you don't know where he's going, but if we were nestled in, could have been a little bit better, but it still puts the pressure back on Bolivia and Kane. I think Kane's played a very good one here, as long as he gets up. He has.
Yeah, very good reply. But they are getting a bit of a run now with these shorter ends, and
Yeah.
Kane and Bolivia will just be aware that they're not home yet.
100% not. All it takes, pick up a 4 and it's game on. If it starts dropping now, very close here, Emma. Wants to stay high, yep. Good shot. And that's a pretty good shot from Bolivia as well. It's always going to be there at the end of the end.
Am I just a little tight?
And Carl just said, I think all 8 players played the district sides. I wasn't quite sure on the other rink. But yeah, as you get a good run of bowls, Bolivia just needs to hold and stop. By Kane's reaction, I think it's still red. Still Emma Boyd's bowl.
It does look to be. But again, one Dale would love to get a multiple.
I think they've won the last 3 ends, two or 3 ends, just all singles though.
Yeah. We've had a few false starts today.
Yeah. Is it up? Just falling a bit short.
Yeah.
Well, Kane's last ball, he always has a chance to run the jack in the pit for 3. But he's got the backest 2 bowls. And they have probably 3 seconds, so no real danger.
No.
I think
They're
this
drawing
one's
the shot here.
just lacking as well, but
Yeah,
that is right in Dale's way. So, as you can see, Dale's reaction, he's, how the heck do I get a second one there?
Yeah, it's right in the draw line.
Yeah. This is one of those, what are the odds of getting another one in there, or do you just get one past to block Kane from running the jack in the pit? Will it get back? Will it get back and fall? No.
It's a little, could be third shot, but...
Well, looking at Kane's face, I think he's going to... Bear jack's big enough.
Yep.
Nice little alleyway there. Or he's...
Yeah, here he goes. Well,
Oh, he got it out
my
for
goodness.
1 or 2.
Moved everything, including the shot bowl.
Well, lucky Dale put that last one in there, else it could have been about 5.
Absolutely.
So at least 1 to be measuring for 2, so bit of a fortunate result there. Nah, just 1. So 7 the difference with 5 ends to go.
And Scott de Jong is just hanging in there as well by the same margin with 5 to go and a very tight head on the adjacent rink.
So see if they go ditch to ditch again. I think that's what they'll be doing.
Yeah.
I think Sky Dijon, he's going to pick up a couple,
Yeah, could
at
be.
least over there.
Yeah, he's going to be right back in the match here.
Could come down to a couple thrilling finishes here, Adam.
Absolutely. What it's all about. Yeah, they're still having a bit of trouble coming back from north to
Yep.
south in this wind.
See the flag just in the background there. It's always a bit constant on the coast, and especially here at Musgrave Hill. Good start there from Emma, nailing the line. A little bit of foot short.
She certainly has lifted the last 4 or 5 ends,
Yep.
putting a bit of pressure on Bolivia.
Yeah, Emma moved down from Canada, probably about 4 or 5 years ago. And the game's just excelled down here, obviously, with
Yeah.
the strength of competition.
Great.
Look at that from Bolivia, absolutely perfect.
She has had, when she had the pressure on her, she's really performed.
Alright, Emma will just be arrive with a foot or two of weight, try to get onto the shot bowler, but if misses, end up where the jack's going to be going. Yeah, that's great bowling there.
Yeah.
I think Dale and them, they just need a break. They need
Yeah.
some luck, or they need, you know,
Just something to go their way.
Yeah.
They haven't had, I mean, it hasn't been a lot of luck either way, but they've just, the odd bounce has gone
yeah.
not their way.
Yeah, it was 7-6, and he dropped that 6, and then that's been the buffer the whole time.
Yes. So it's can be similar to golf in that regard. If you in a tournament or you're on playing on Friday afternoon trying to make the cut and you make a couple of early bogeys, you're under the pump the whole way then, and it's a hard march back.
That's not ideal for Dale. That kind of blocks it up. If I was Kane, I'd be looking just to get the deepest ball. Obviously, front toucher. You get one back there early. If it does go back, you're always going to be holding. And yeah, see, that opens it up a bit.
Yes, with a bit of room there now. Pretty good track here.
If it holds past,
Oh.
but he's got the back ball now. See,
Correct.
look at where Kane's ball is completely out of play,
Yes,
and it gave them a chance to open it up.
good point, Ryan.
Because you're always going to need one back there eventually in the end, so you might as well get back there early. It's a bit when you play respot. I'm a big believer. If you have a good one, just chuck one past, and if they do get the shot, you can get out. But
Yeah. Do you prefer to do that at position of 2 if you can? Just
yeah,
I'm a believer in that too. Don't think that you're second. At second, you shouldn't be short. I'll play second a fair bit.
yeah.
Here's one round the back.
Robbie's gone AWOL in here though, so can't get the side camera to see who's got the best back. But we'll forgive Robbie for that this time. Okay, here's Emma. Just any contact here. Just trying to open it up, give him a chance to score at the end.
Well,
The only problem is Bolivia is a toucher as well, so they do get it square with quite a bit of weight.
could go all the way.
Yeah.
And Bolivia's chasing this down the green. She wants it to come in a bit more. Nice weight.
This is a big one for Emma here. Get it up and then give Dale 2 chances.
Oh,
Okay, the other semi score is 19-12. It's just on the screen there, just below the other score. Now Dale, there's a chance if he can kind of peel it off clean, but the danger is if he misses a little bit high and gets his own, he could be 2 down. But if he does get the edge of it, there's also a chance to get the other yellow as well.
We do have an update from the adjacent green, 1914 it is now.
Alright, 1914, so picked up a 2. So 5 in it, 4 runs to go. And this is a great shot here from Kane. The only thing is the jack will probably hit that one now if it does get hit. Pretty good track, but it does have to get down quite a bit. This is the danger. Got his own. I'm not sure if they still have second or not.
Sorry, guys.
Alright, so I think Kane's just looking to get back to the left-hand side of the screen.
1914.
Yep, that's pretty good. I think the jack is going to hit Kane's ball just behind the jack. So, if I was Dale, I might go really big here, try to get it off clean or kill. No.
Be a little wide, social weight.
Needs luck. Got bad luck. Hit him in for another one.
So they skip away with a bit of a break again.
Okay, so big ass now needs 10 shots and 4 ends. Great start here from
Yeah.
Bolivia.
Bolivia and Kane have played a very smart match. When they have had a couple on the jack, they have protected around where the jack
Yeah.
could go. So it hasn't given Emma and Dale many opportunities to get numbers.
Yeah, well, I didn't see the first few ends of the games, but I think since I've hopped on here, they haven't gotten to 2. They've just been all ones,
Yeah.
which if you just give up ones, you're going to win most games of bowls. Oh, look at that. That's great bowling.
Yeah.
And Kane, they said he's never been down 4 or 5. He hasn't had any
No.
real pressure on him. Just a little bit of room here. If everybody sneaks by her own. I think it's a good decision too, starting at 8 in the morning. Yeah, then you're not finishing when it's dark, and the greens always be at its peak, which is really good. That's what you want when you get to state finals. You want to give the players all the best opportunities to play their best balls.
Starting the final earlier, we're going out to ring 2, so that shadow's not going to affect it so much.
Yep, so we're playing the semifinals on rink 1 and 3 here, and the grand final will be on rink 2. As Robbie said, then it's a bit away from the clubhouse, so no shadows will come into play for the players as well. Good shot here from Dale. Yep. Great shot.
Very
Wants to
good.
fall in behind the line.
So where they're in a situation now, Ryan, where they've got to chase some multiples. Are they initially now just still trying to get draw to the jack, and then just see what happens?
Yeah. Yeah. Unless you get a bundle behind the jack. But yeah, you just keep drawing the jack, and then basically their best hope is that Kane and them miss. They need them to miss now. But if I was them, I'd be looking at trying to get at least a 3.
Yeah.
And the best thing is you can keep killing it as well. And Dale is one of the best hitters.
Yeah,
That's
two
two
good
pretty good bowls. Probably holding 2 shots.
Bolivia's been very good in this position. She's always managed to get one in there. Here she goes again.
So let's get down. Yeah, that's a beautiful hand, that that forehand. It just nice big swoop, gets back. So I think we can see it from here inside the office here. I think it's still 1 to Dale's front one.
Emma's got some nice grass here.
Just has to hold. Good effort. Just 2 or 3 feet short. This one has to hold as well. Alright, Emma just needs to float around her red one and beat Kane's to hold 2, and then hope Dale can draw a couple. And this one just a little bit tight though. Needs luck now. And didn't get it. Well, Kane here, he could almost arrive on the backhand and try to land it, and if the jack does go back, the odds are it's going to go to those yellow ones.
Yes, it will be interesting to see what he plays. Again, they're certainly
It could be 2 now. Looking, camera angle's always a little bit harder to see who's shot. So we need a lollipop person out there for us, which is always good. Like the Australian Opens and that in the finals, they have an official on the green holding up what the shots are, just for the spectators to know, which I think is good for a lot of people don't look after the spectators and what's happening. And as the game's evolving with live streams and being on TV, it's a great add to the game.
Another good draw ball.
Just has to run though. Yeah.
Just a couple of feet short of jack. That's the same with golf, Brian. It's about keeping the spectators updated, and that's what Liv did so well for me in Adelaide. It was just scoreboards, and anytime something happened, it was a replay straight away for everyone. And if you're paying good dollars for a premium event, you need to look after your spectators.
Yeah, and the more professional the game does, the more maybe opportunities to get some more money into the game and sponsors and
absolutely
stuff like that.
Yep.
I know down in New South Wales and Victoria, like obviously on bowls, like they were doing, the seconds were doing the card on their phone. You could update, so you get off the green and you can look at exactly what each rink score was everywhere else and get the update there.
Similar to golf too, scoring on your phone.
I'm not sure if Dale can swing down on the forehand, get Kane just at 7 o'clock and get over to the other yellow one and maybe bring a few more in. Depends what they're holding now. If they're holding 1 or 2, if they're holding 2, probably just draw for 3.
Looks like he's setting for a draw.
Yeah, well, he just has to add basically
Yeah.
18 inches, 2 foot to his last account. Good track here. Probably just has to stop now. He doesn't want the jack.
Emma likes it. Well, that could be 3. It certainly has moved Emma's bowl closer to the jack.
That was a big end. Let's keep him in the game probably. That one's in. Let's see if this front one. This is the one he might have taken out of the count by moving the jack a little bit. Yeah, 2. So 8 to go, 8 down, or 8 up with 3 to go. Now, decisions. What do you do with the mat? I think they're going to persist with mat back and short, I would say. And just while they're throwing the jack, just a reminder, the final will be this afternoon, probably half hour, 35 minutes after the semifinals are completed. Let the players have some lunch, and then they can go for the state title.
Well, they've gotten fairly long here for the first time. Dean McWhinney, 22, Scott de Jong Fitzpatrick, 15. So Scott needs 7 for a tie in 2 ends.
Great start here from Emma. So they've gone complete opposite, ditch to ditch. I think this is the 4th or 5th year that they've held the mixed pairs. There's been some great winners of it.
Well, looks like we'll be having a new champion this year.
Yes.
Another great reply from Bolivia. She just hasn't let Emma off the hook. Every time Emma's got one near there, Bolivia's been straight onto it again. Another great bowl from Emma. Bolivia's reply, very good once more. Lovely weight.
Yep, just getting past the jack. That's all they need to do now. Play smart. And they should be in the state final. And both teams will play off for bronze medals as well. So all 4 teams will be here all day. And gives spectators 2 matches to watch as well.
Where does Emma hail from in Canada, Ryan?
From British Columbia. Yeah. I can't pronounce the town she isn't, but it's on the your profiles for Bowls Canada, but yeah, out in Vancouver. So yeah, really good. Like obviously, playing Australia helps your game, and yeah, the World Triples got bronze, and
Yeah.
lost the quarterfinals of the World Fours to Scotland.
Yeah.
So, I was still quite young, so very big international career
Ahead.
ahead for her. And obviously, you know, playing at Tweed Heads, you got Wayne Turley there in the ladies. You got Lindsay Clark and Chloe Stewart,
Yeah.
Kira Burke, Alan Faulkner. So
Yeah.
learning from the best and playing with the best.
Terrific. Kane just struggling to reach.
Another ball in the head though, and sets up a pretty good angle. So yeah, it's pretty hard right now for Dale and Emma to get a couple here. I think Polly needs to go forehand, try to get the jack out towards Dale's or move the front. And if it doesn't eventuate, you got Dale hopefully try to kill it. Now getting the games done, you look at playing 21 ends of Law of Walking, and getting done just over 3 hours, which is great.
Yeah. It's nice grass again here from Emma.
Yep. Yep. Very good home.
Kane looking at protecting the back here.
Speed is probably good, just a little bit high. Yeah, so Dale was just calling that forehand, trying to get the jack back, trying to move something in front, so Dale can see the jack to move it back a couple of feet to hold 3 or 4. That side is pretty straight with weight. Might need a bit of luck here.
Something's gonna
Which
happen.
got it, yeah. So that's 2 shots now, and so Kane's calling, run down, get the 2 balls, get the jack out. They have all the balls to the right hand side of the screen.
Looks to be a pretty good
This
track.
is pretty tight though.
Probably needed a bit more weight than that. They're pretty well protected down there now where Bolivia's bowls have finished.
Yeah, yeah. Plus you look at Kane. Excuse me. They have 3/3 probably, so he can attack with whatever way he wants. If he moves those 2 balls, and hold 2 or 3. Dale needs to play. He needs to draw 3, but also try to tidy it up just a little bit. Doesn't want the jack. That is a
Very
great
good
shot there
shot.
from Dale. Just the jack can't get out there now. Kane on the run. Hopefully gets 2 of the balls out. Got 1 out, so it's 1 or 2 now. Can Dale get the swing on the backhand to trail it back for 4 or 5?
Found the spot where they wanted to go.
Yeah. This is the opportunity. As you can see, if he gets the jack to his ball at 7 o'clock and goes with it, can hold 5 shots. He does have Bolivia's short one. to kind of work off of if it's a bit wide. Could be. It's the biggest bowl of the match so far from Dale.
Yeah.
If he can put the pressure on Kane, and hopefully he fails. I think it's a bit tight, Adam.
Looks a bit tight from here,
Yeah.
but could finish where they sort of need it to go.
Yeah, but he's out of bullets, I think. So it
He's out of
depends if it's 1 or 2. If it's 2, I think Kane will be happy just to try a draw and go down 1. Be 7 up with 2 ends to go.
We certainly shouldn't see him playing backhand here.
No, I'll be no chance. And he won't be heavy as well. He won't be springing the jack out. Well, he is.
Jeez, yeah.
This could go anything. This could be anything here.
Oh my.
Mm.
Could have gone.
So 1. So 21-14. I think the other match has finished. So well done to Lauren Schultz and Dean McWhinney on making the state mixed pairs final. Emma's lost a jack in the ditch.
And about 3/4 length here. Just a bit of movement behind the jack. So Dean McWhinney 24, Scott De Jong Fitzpatrick 15 have finished their game after 20 ends. Emma just trying to draw another one close here and try and keep them in the hunt for a multiple.
Yep. Yeah, so right now they'll be thinking minimum of 3. If it's not 3, then you have to try to kill it. Not bad from Bolivia. You know, when you're up, just cover the back. And if you are down, it'll give Kane something to hit if they do get in any trouble. It's not impossible though. 7 shots with 2 ends to go.
Oh, it's happened before.
Pretty good track here from Dale. Just lacking a bit of pace. If anything, that's probably been a bit just... Dale probably just hasn't had his weight as good as Kane, just dropping a few bowls short. And look at this shot from Kane. Beats that one. Yeah, that's a great shot.
Finished
Covers the
really
jack
great
on the
spot.
line. It's down to the jack. Oh, good shot.
Great bowl, but it just shows you how good Kane's was to get it in the way.
Yeah, absolutely awesome shots there from Kane Nelson. Trails it himself. Yep. And that takes 3 bowls out of play for Dale and Emma, which is what you want to do at this stage. Okay, Emma will be looking just to sit that bowl out for 3. If they happen to do that, then the short bowls are nice blockers. Just a bit tight on that side. The same last end coming this way. Emma just lost it a bit tight. It's a really big swoop. And the flags are blowing this way a bit now, so make that side even more wide.
Bolivia's certainly thrown it out nice and wide.
Yeah, she's played this hand very well.
Yeah.
Yep, if she gets up, it's still a bit short though, so still a good chance here. The wideness of that handle will help out a lot to land the ball out for 3.
Better grass here.
Yep. How's her speed? Another one in there though.
Just a few inches short.
And like I say, anyone who's on the Gold Coast, the final play start just around 12 o'clock. Come down to Club Musgrave, come for lunch, and watch the State Mixed Pairs final. So as you can see there, Bolivia was just trying to beat Dale's bowl. Get that one flopping. So right now Dale, he's got to play a yard through Emma's bowl on the Kane to push it out for 4 shots. Like I said, that hand, the way it's swooping, does help him get this shot.
Yeah, we'll be able to get round.
And if he does get it, there's nothing for Kane to really hit. So, very, very hard shot, but very doable. He's in the hunting area. If he gets by that, gets by his front one.
They've just been like a half bowl out many times.
Yes, yep. Now, the only problem there is he's probably going to have to play a lot more weight, and he might lose 1 or 2 of his bowls. Just get it out. And if he does miss, it might be shaking hands time. If it's 8 the difference, not sure if they'll try to get an 8 the last end.
He's blocking things up here.
Okay. Dale McWhinney, he's got to play really firm weight because the hand's swooping quite a bit. Land Emma's bowl, hopefully get fat and stay for, probably 3 shots is probably the best he can make out of this.
Needs to be spot on because that gap is not wide.
Tight, so needs luck. Nothing. And yeah, we're going to shake hands. So well done, Bolivia Millerick and Kane Nelson, winning 22-14. And they will play Lauren Schultz and Dean McWhinney. So fantastic. If you're around, come down to Club Musgrave, watch the final. If not, be able to tune into the live stream, which will start once it starts. It's 10 after 11 now. Probably give the players half hour to eat, and probably looking about, as a guess, quarter to 12 o'clock start.
Roughly, probably quarter to 12. Jimmy likes to get them out early.
Yeah. Okay to sign off, Robbie?
Now you will just go through the sponsors.
Yep. So we're just going to go through the sponsors here. I just want to thank Adam Taylor for helping out in the commentary as well.
Thank you, Ryan. It's been a pleasure.
So we love Bulls Queensland, Experience Gold Coast, and the Queensland Government. You got Nick Fisher, Pure Real Estate, major sponsor of the mixed pairs and triples, and also the Club Musgrave, who's hosting all the state championships and the finals. Thank the umpires, greenkeepers, bar staff, and everyone from Bulls Queensland for making this event possible. And of course to Robbie Allen and the Gold Coast Tweed live stream, bringing you all the action from the Queensland State Championships. So you can see the sponsor there, Pure Real Estate, Nick Fisher, who won a set of Aero Bowls when it will be announced during the triples final, which will be on Friday. So thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see everyone back here for the final.